going on, man?
What's happening, dude?
Nothing much. Fucking exhausted, man. Long day of work. Ready to shoot the shit for a little bit. Get to bed.
Yeah, like I'm going to bed like right after this, man. I'm
Yeah.
fucking shot.
I feel that, man. I'm taking a shower quick and then hitting the sheets. No doubt. Oh. What's up,
Yeah,
Pat?
man. Pat, what's happening, dude?
So we got some shit to talk about for sure, man. A lot of stuff
Yeah.
going on. Football, a couple more trades, big names and new places yet again. Baseball starts for the rest of the league this week. Fucking Yanks off to an awesome start.
Yeah.
Mets.
Yanks got their ass kicked the other night. The 7-0 loss. That would have sucked.
Yeah, that one sucked. But you know what? They played a lot of baseball, a lot of consecutive nights, man. So,
yeah.
6-1.
Mets finally won one, right? They won again.
Yeah, they won today in the fucking bottom of the ninth. They were hitless for 15 innings.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Unfucking believable. So they finally get a win, but they're definitely struggling, man. 1-5 is not an ideal start. What up, Steven?
Steven in the comments. Yeah, Steven's not joining us tonight. He's got some family obligations going on. That's quite all right.
Yeah, all good, man. We'll hold it down for sure.
We'll hold it down for you, dude.
So, yeah, exactly, Chris. Yankees look good. Mets, not so much, bro.
Yeah, it's been a rough start for the Mets, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, they're just honestly just the roster is just not there. Their pitching staff. I mean, after 3 games, they're already being announced that they're looking to trade or acquire new pitchers. It's nuts.
Yeah, which is, I mean, that's kind of hitting the panic button a little too early, in my opinion. But
yeah, I mean, definitely.
I mean, they could lose the first 10 games in a fucking row, and I mean, everything could be fine. It's like there's so many games to play, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, Pat's got some new drumsticks I got for him.
Nice, man.
Yeah, so I was over there checking out his drum kit today and tightening some stuff up, and
that's awesome.
So so we got a hell of a Ranger Devil game last night to talk about.
Absolutely.
More of a WWE event than it was a hockey game to start, but
went from hockey to MMA fucking fast.
Yeah. So we got that. We got the NFL draft coming up. We got NHL playoffs around the corner, and we got 2 out of 3 tonight on Sports of Ages, and we got also a big event coming up that we spoke about last week that we'll touch on again. So Angel, kick us off. Let's start it, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
This is Sports of Ages.
All right.
Sure. Quick, bring this up real quick. We'll start it off for our man Artie here.
Yeah, Artie and Therese. Home Run Hounds is the foundation. Chris, I know you did make a donation, so thank you so much for doing that, man.
We appreciate it.
That is awesome. Everyone out there, please spread the word. What's up, Hop? About this event on April 14th. It's a week from this coming Sunday, and it's going to be a great event that we will be part of. We have some cool stuff we'll be raffling off. All the proceeds that we make are going to go to Home Run Hounds, which is our good friend now that I'd like to say, Therese, who's just an amazing person, and she's got an amazing foundation. So anyone that can make it, please be there. We'll be there. I want to say it's from 2 to 5. We'll be there early to set up, and then we'll be back probably around 1:30, 1:45 or so to kick things off. So it's going to be a great event. And obviously there's bowling involved and stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun and for a great cause. So April 14th, any questions, hit us up. And please go to Home Run Hounds. And if you can, make a donation. Every dollar helps.
Definitely. There you go.
So, Pat, today's 12 years since the Rangers-Devils fight. Start the game. Apparently, I saw on Instagram earlier. Yeah, that one was a while back. That was, who was on the Rangers during that one, man? It was Mike Rupp was one of the guys. I forget who was involved in that one. That was a pretty good one, too, though. That one had John Tortorella coaching the Rangers and Peter DeBoer coaching the Devils. And very similar to last night.
A while ago.
where Laviolette was, jawing at Travis Green. The coaches are going at it. The same thing with Tortorella and Peter DeBoer that went on. So
yeah, I saw Green after the game was like, I don't know why the hell he was yelling, so I just started yelling back.
Yeah, I mean, look. The bottom line is that's first off, that type of shit's going to happen in hockey. Okay.
Yeah.
once they said Rempe was back in the lineup, Rempe, the last time he played the Devils before he got his 4-game suspension, he threw a horrible elbow. Okay, I'm a Ranger fan. I'll admit it. It was a terrible fucking thing he did.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
He's not building the greatest reputation for himself. I'll say that because now that's two suspensions already. But he's also bringing a lot of excitement to the team and a lot of excitement to the league. I mean, a lot of everyone's talking about this kid right now. So
I think they play a lot better when the kid's on the ice, man. I really do.
Yeah, and to get back to the coaching thing, I mean, anyone that knows the rules of hockey, I'm preaching to the choir here. When you're the away team, you put your lineup out first.
Yeah.
And the home team decides who they're going to start. So what is Laviolette supposed to do? So you're going to put up all your tough guys on the front line there. And what is he supposed to do? Put out Mika, Panarin, and Lafreniere and all these guys? And yeah, they might not go after those guys, but what if they do? Now what? We got our two best players dropping their fucking gloves and possibly breaking their hand in a fight?
Yeah, it's just not worth it. You put our fucking heavy hitters out there, man.
Laviolette's got to put out his guys, and that's it. It's go time. Everyone knew what was happening. The camera, when the game started, wasn't even showing the face-off. It was zooming in on Rempe, and I can't think of his name right now, the Devils. So, I mean, for Travis Green to be pissed, what the hell does he have to yell about? Laviolette's just matching up the line you threw out there, bro.
Yeah, you could have threw out fucking Hughes and whoever else you wanted. You threw out your fucking tough guys. We're gonna throw.
You want to avoid that from happening?
No one.
You want to avoid that from happening? Put out your first line. Put out your top line. Rangers put out their top line. That doesn't happen last night. It's as simple as that. Now, it might happen later in the game, but it wouldn't open the game like that, And
it probably wouldn't be a 5-on-5.
Right. It might just be Rempe again. What the hell's the guy's name on the Devils? I'm drawing such a blank right now.
I can't remember.
What do we got here? Gives us script, which is nice. Could end up being a liability. Absolutely, Steven. Rempe could be an enormous liability in the playoffs. Because if he does something stupid and gets suspended, not only, we're going to lose him for the game then. I mean, I don't know. I got to be honest. I'm very torn as to whether or not I want him on the roster in the playoffs. I don't know if I want him there.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens down the stretch, obviously. But I think Tortorella and Laviolette want to coach every NHL team before they retire. Yeah, they are like they're like the Josh Dobbs and Ryan Fitzpatrick of coaches in the NHL. They're on every fucking team.
Josh Johnson all over the place.
But they all seem to, both those guys as coaches, they're both great coaches, man. I was disappointed the goalies did. It looked like
Igor was ready.
Igor was ready, man. He dropped his mitts, man. He was just looking down the rink.
They didn't have enough refs to stop the fights initially because one of them ended kind of early, and the other ref went right over to Igor to keep him from going across the blue line.
Yeah,
he always wants to fight, though. You saw him last week against fucking Pittsburgh. He almost killed Crosby. He wanted to fight him.
I know. Yeah, Igor's got a bit of a screw loose, that's for sure. So, guys, thinking lands. Okay, so we're jumping to, and look, throw out whatever comments you got at us right now. Hockey, football, baseball. We're just kind of we're gonna be all over the place tonight. That Laffy dish to Panarin. Oh, ridiculous. Lafreniere has
he's unbelievable.
He is finally living. There was a thing I read. Who was saying it? I can't think of who it was now. It was yesterday or the day before. They were talking about Lafreniere, and they were like, look at the scenario when this kid came into the league, right? So he comes into the league during the COVID year. That's when he gets drafted. Everything is upside down. Shortened season. No fans in the stands. As an 18-year-old kid.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah. It's his fourth season right now. His fourth season. He's on his third head coach. He came in with David Quinn as his head coach, then Gerard Gallant for 2 years. Now he's got Laviolette. If there's any testament to Laviolette as to how good of a coach he is, Lafreniere has finally. People are always going to hate him at a what. He didn't put up 150 points. He has lived up to being the first overall pick.
And he doesn't have to be a 150-point guy on our team.
He does not have to.
This is what I've been saying to you for Mike. How long have I been saying this to you? I mean, we're talking 2 years here.
I wanted him out.
This has been the one guy that gets drafted early in the draft that does not have to come onto a roster that is pure shit. Looking for a guy like Lafreniere. He came in with Kreider starting to break out with these 50-goal seasons. Mika, Panarin, Strome was playing really good when we had him back then
Yep.
with Panarin.
Yep.
I mean, we had so many guys where Lafreniere was just on a line with other kids. It was like he was playing on a high school team, for Christ's sake.
He was a third or fourth liner getting, 7 to 10 minutes a game. That was it, man.
And that's all they needed out of him then. Now that he's got
Yeah.
a role where he's playing with Panarin, I mean, it's not like Panarin just setting him up. This guy, look at the pass, like Steven just said. He's fucking making plays, man. This guy's
He's playing confident.
Oh, and he's a beast. He'll fight anyone. He talks shit. He's like a leader, and he's arguably the youngest. I think he might be the youngest guy we have, besides
Yeah.
Rempe.
Yeah, Angela, I told you this. I had a conversation with my friend Brian Johnson years ago when he got drafted. He told me, he said, "You watch, this kid will be the future captain of this team at some point. Lafreniere will be the leader of this team."
Yeah,
and I can see it in a
agree.
couple of years. I could without a doubt see it.
100%.
By the time he's like 27, Trouba's out, either to another team to retire or retires, Lafreniere becomes the new leader of this team. I could totally see it. Pat, to jump to your point here, I think the most intriguing free agent left is OBJ. Wonder where you guys think he lands.
I don't know.
To touch on football, so obviously the biggest move that happened this week, is Stephon Diggs gets traded to the Houston Texans.
Awesome.
Buffalo eats $31 million of his salary,
Which is
only gets back the return of a second-round pick, but for the 2025 draft. So this year, this does nothing for them, other than the fact they have to pay him $31 million.
Yep.
So, we were looking. I was looking at the other day when that happened. Buffalo lost him, and they lost Gabe Davis. So they need to get a fucking receiver in here. Now they have some quality players. Okay, they don't have guys that are just nobodies who suck. Okay, but they need to get somebody. OBJ obviously is the first name going to be on everyone's list, right? I think the most reliable receiver out there right now is man, my mind is not screwed on tonight. From Dallas.
Gallup.
Michael Gallup, I think, is the most reliable receiver as far as free agents go. He's going to play every game, which OBJ arguably will not. And at this point in their careers, I think he could be just as productive as OBJ. If I'm them, I'm going for Gallup first. I would want him.
If I'm them, I definitely like Gallup. I like OBJ too, but I really like Tyler Boyd.
Or Boyd. Yeah, Boyd's out there.
I would go get Boyd. I think he's the best available. I would try to go get Boyd and OBJ and then draft a guy.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. Oh, you don't know what you're going to get from Odell. Boyd is a really solid option. And then you draft a guy at the end. Draft a speedster like Xavier Worthy or one of these guys that's going to fall. I mean,
yeah.
Any receiver you're going to take in the first round has potential to be a really good receiver. This draft is loaded. I mean, of course, there's always guys that, go early that suck. That can be the case with any of these guys, honestly.
Yeah.
But they all have such great potential, and to play in an offense like that, I mean, it makes total sense for them to go get a guy like Boyd or Odell, even Gallup, and then draft a guy. They need weapons.
They still got the draft too. Yeah.
Yeah. It does help them being in a situation where they already have two top-notch tight ends.
Oh,
that really helps them because they'll be safety blankets for Allen.
Kincaid and who's the other one?
Knox.
And Knox, yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, look, if they don't pick up another big name, if anyone in fantasy, grab Kincaid as your tight end. He's going to get like 120 catches this
Seriously,
season, man.
seriously. He could have the best season out of all tight ends. He
Absolutely.
really could.
He's good. Allen's going to rely on him a lot, and he can totally live up to it, too. He's a hell of a player.
He's awesome. He's fucking awesome.
Yeah, Pat, I could totally see that. Yeah, well, why the hell would
Yeah,
Buffalo?
fuck that.
Casey's been their kryptonite for fucking 5-6 years now, man. There's no way they wanted him going there. But look, the bottom line is Diggs going to Houston. Yeah, that adds a lot of firepower for them. It's just another weapon. But Diggs isn't the same guy.
There's baggage when you get Diggs, man.
And there's baggage.
Why do you think Minnesota let him go after the miracle and all that shit, man?
Yep.
There's baggage with this guy. He
Which
wants
is
a lot of money and he cries.
I don't think they go get a Beckham because he could also bring some baggage.
Yeah, I feel like this late in his career, though, he's kind of become a team guy. It's not like we're talking 2016 Odell where he's fresh into the league, He's kind of a veteran
he's in the
team
back
guy
nine
now.
He's
developed into a team player here.
Yeah.
I don't think any of those moves would be bad for them, but they got to do something if they want to, help out Allen and the rest of the offense.
Oh, yeah.
They've lost a lot of pieces, man. They really have.
Yeah. Like, Josh Allen and Justin Herbert are two of the best quarterbacks in football. Neither of them have a fucking receiver anymore.
Yeah. It's so true.
It's pretty wild. So, yeah, you had that move. Then you had, obviously, Reddick getting traded to the Jets.
Oh, Fucking awesome move for the Jets.
It's a really good pickup, man. It's a really good fucking pickup.
The deal is not bad at all. It's I think a third next year that can turn to a second.
Yeah, in 2025, right?
Yeah, another awesome deal. It helps us now. They're gonna try to. I think they're gonna try to extend him too, so it'll help with cap hit, which is fucking awesome. I mean, this is a former All-Pro. The guy's an awesome fucking defensive end.
It's a solid move, man.
He's had over 11 sacks every year for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Steven's right. The Jets defense is fucking loaded, man. Again, I feel like we've been saying this for a lot of teams, not only the Jets, Giants. You got to talk about health right away. The first thing is health. You got to say if they stay healthy. But I think this is just the league, so I don't even want to mention it with the Jets right now. Our roster can go fucking compete with anybody, man. We have a really
on paper for sure.
We have a really good fucking roster right now, man.
Yeah.
If we have Rodgers like we should, I mean, this is going to be I think a really good year for the Jets.
And when you have a roster that's built like that, if they can all stay healthy for the most part, you're going to have your bang ups here and there, whatever.
Yeah.
But for the most part, for anyone that wants to make a case that Saleh might not be the guy, which I'm kind of on that bandwagon too, but when you have that amount of talent on the roster, you can overcome coaching blunders. You can make 100%. A coach who's average or below average look like a really good fucking coach.
Dude, we had arguably the worst quarterback room in history last year.
And I'll definitely give you that.
We still had fucking 7 wins, dude. We arguably should have had 8 after the fucking Chief game. And that was before we really had major injuries other than Rodgers. We could have been an 8-9 team last year with Aaron Rodgers dying 4 plays into the season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the roster is there, man. We just
if they went out and grabbed a respectable quarterback right away, they arguably could have been a playoff team.
Yeah, no doubt. If Rodgers gets hurt week 6, I think there's a really good chance the Jets get a backup, like a good backup, maybe a Minshew, a Brissett. But where we were, look at who these guys were backing up. Minshew got in right away with Anthony Richardson.
He got in quick. Yeah,
Brissett played a decent amount with Sam Howell getting hurt sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, those were teams that were relying on young guys that had no experience, didn't know what they were doing, and they needed a backup. None of those guys were going to get moved early on. Tannehill.
Brissett must have been sitting there like, really? You're going to start this fucking Howell over me? You got to be kidding me, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's like they're
really a really good quarterback, man.
He is. He's fucking damn good. I wanted the Jets to get him this offseason, man.
He doesn't get nearly enough credit.
No, never. So I think if we're healthy, again, that's the saying for everyone now because all this league is
for every fucking team in the league.
We played 68 quarterbacks last year. If we're healthy, I really like our chances. And losing Diggs from the Bills, I mean, I really love our chances for the AFC East.
Yeah,
I do a lot, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, Buffalo's going to be a pain in the ass no matter what. I mean, they have
Allen.
They have Allen.
That's all it is.
He's great. They're coached really well.
What's up, Uncle Mike?
Michael Power in the house. What's up, dude? So Buffalo's going to be an interesting team, I think, at the night of the draft. I wonder what they do. Are they going to try to move up, make a big splash, get one of these big name receivers or something like that now,
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me, but who, if he stays healthy, Josh Allen's one guy you don't have to worry about with that. Josh Allen doesn't miss a
he doesn't. He doesn't miss fucking games.
Yeah. You think
Uncle Mike? I don't know, man. The way every mock draft I've seen, it keeps changing. It really depends on who comes up for a quarterback.
I see Alt going a lot between the 6, 5 and 8. Like 6, 7, 6. Somewhere around there to a lot of different teams. So a bunch of articles having Giants getting McCarthy. Yeah, I think McCarthy had an incredibly impressive pro day. But so did Zach Wilson. I don't think you could judge just based off pro day. I think he. Yeah, well, if he's there at 10, they have to take him, Uncle Mike. They have to. If he's there at 10, you gotta go with him. And I think they would. I don't think they pass on him. But going back to the Giants here, man, I know Uncle Mike's a big Michigan guy. He wasn't crazy about McCarthy coming out. Kind of rewatched some of game tape, and if there's any coach that I think could make this kid really fucking good, I honestly think it's Dable, dude. I think he has the arm talent and the IQ to play in this league for a really long time. I think he's talented enough that if you give him some weapons
and you give him a really good coach like he had in Harbaugh. He can run any type of system you need in the NFL. He'll translate because Michigan's offense translates to the NFL. It was ground and pound, but when he had to throw the ball, he did.
Yeah.
I loved what I saw in the championship, man. He had poise. He wasn't worried about anything. He stood in the pocket taking hits. He doesn't have to roll out, even though he's a shorter guy. Dude, I'm telling you, from what I saw Dable do with Josh Allen, I think with McCarthy, McCarthy would be really fucking good with Dable, man. I really do.
Yeah.
Especially if they plan on starting Jones regardless this year, and McCarthy has a year to learn, and he's not just thrown into the fire.
Yeah,
I think it makes too much sense if he's there at 6.
I think there's no question that Jones is going to start the year, no matter what they do. But we just talked about health, right? I mean, there's a chance that by week 7, McCarthy's in.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to think. I got to be honest. I really don't know. I don't know if I want I'm okay if they take a quarterback, but I just don't know if I want it to be McCarthy. Now, the issue is I don't know if any other guy is going to be available at 6.
No, I think
I'm saying, all those other guys are going in the top 3. They're going.
Yeah, I think they'd have to move up if they want one of these guys. I think they'd have to move up to 4 or 5 if they want a top guy. Yeah. If they don't do that, I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe they try to get back into the first for a guy like Penix or Nix, but I just don't know. Like, there's not many.
I think there's not many is pretty good.
I love Penix. I think he's awesome. I just don't think I don't know if he makes it to the end of the first. Like, there's a lot of teams that are going to be drafting quarterbacks, man.
Yeah, like there was the one mock draft I saw, and it had them taking Neighbors at 6, and then Penix at 46, whoever it was.
I don't think
he's going to be there.
No fucking chance. I don't think any of the top 6 quarterbacks make it out of the first round.
I don't think so either. I really don't.
No chance. I think Seattle drafts a quarterback to back up Geno for a year. So you have Chicago.
Yeah, I think and that's a good move, I think. Yeah.
Chicago, the Patriots,
Washington,
Commanders, the Broncos, the Vikings, Seattle. That's 6 Giants. Right there. The Raiders, Giants.
Yeah.
Who else is out there? I'm trying to think who the fuck else would possibly draft a quarterback here. You got to give me a sec to look.
Do you think later in the draft, 3rd, 4th, whatever, you think the Jets try to grab a quarterback?
Yeah, I think 4th round. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too, right?
I hope so. I want them to draft Jordan Travis so bad. So bad, dude.
Jordan Travis has got a hell of a lot of potential, man.
Dude, oh my God. They got if he wasn't hurt, Florida is probably making a run to the national championship. The only reason they didn't get in the playoffs was because they knew who's going to want to watch Florida with their backup quarterback.
Nobody.
No one. I'm trying to see here. So who else we got? Colts, no. Houston, no.
Minnesota, definitely. Denver, definitely.
Dude, you know what I actually saw today? I know your take is probably going to be like, don't do it. I'm seeing a lot of shit that the Dolphins aren't re-signing Tua, bro.
That's fucking insane.
That he wants to he wants to be the highest paid ever.
All right, well, look, okay, if it comes down to a thing where you're just not going to pay him a ridiculous amount of money, then I can see that. But that better be he better want like $500 million.
No, they were saying it was going to be a 6-year deal for over almost $350 million. 6 years, 300. Wow. That's the highest paid ever. It'd be like $56 million a year. I wouldn't pay him that. No chance, dude.
Probably not. But
probably not. The guy's been in the league 4 years. He doesn't have a playoff win.
The second they don't pay him, though, someone's going to throw the money at him.
I don't think anyone pays him that money, dude. I don't think so. I can't see how you make him that. He has an injury past, almost retired last year, and the guy has not won a playoff game. He hasn't won a game where it's under 40 degrees in 4 years.
No, I know that, but I mean, look, you're always going to discount Tua because you fucking hate the Dolphins. So,
but regardless, dude, there's no way you're paying him that.
Tua is, especially last season alone, he's a top 5 quarterback in this league.
Oh, no way. Top 5?
Yeah, he's top 5.
No way. Right now, you think he's a top 5 quarterback?
Absolutely.
Oh, dude, I think you're nuts.
Who are you putting above him?
Stroud, Allen, Herbert, Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, CJ. I said CJ Stroud already?
I'm not. First, hold on. You know how much I love the guy. Not putting Burrow there. He's hurt every fucking year. He's hurt every single year.
Burrow's made
Stroud had a great rookie season. I'm automatically just saying that he's a better quarterback than Tua. I'm not.
Stroud has a playoff win, dude.
Okay. Congratulations. He's got a playoff.
Tua hasn't won a single game in 40-degree weather, bro. He can't play in this league.
Breaking news: Janine agrees with Angelo that Tua's not a good quarterback.
It's just the truth, man.
Now, I'm telling you right now, Tua is a very, very good fucking quarterback. He's a great quarterback.
He's far from great, bro. He's far from great. He doesn't have a playoff win. You shit on Lamar because he can't win playoff games. Tua hasn't won. He does not have one.
I shit on Lamar because of that. Absolutely.
But Tua's great. He doesn't have a win, bro. He's hurt every other year. Has he not been? It's the same thing.
Look, I just said I wouldn't pay him all that amount of money, but I just, to say that Tua is not a great quarterback.
If he's a top 5 quarterback, why wouldn't you make him a top 5 paid quarterback in the league?
Well, me, you know how I feel about it. I wouldn't pay anyone that amount of fucking money. I think that money's ridiculous. But
it is. But there's no way I'm paying him top 5 money, dude. He's not better than any of those guys I just named. There's no chance. No fucking chance.
Look, I'll say this. I love the kid Stroud. After one season of what I just saw, there's no way I'm just going to say, okay, I'll pay him over fucking Tua and I'll take him. There's no way.
He took a team with the 2nd overall pick to the 2nd round of the playoffs and almost won.
I totally get it, man. I totally get it.
Tua has not beat he hasn't won in the playoffs. He's only made it twice.
Janine, I totally agree with you. No one deserves that amount of money.
No, but, they don't. But
look, I want to see what the actual asking price is. I want to see what
it's 55 or more a year. That's what they're saying. That's what he wants.
Okay.
There's no way I'm giving him that. No fucking chance. He's not worth more than Burrow and Allen and Hurt. He's not worth more than these guys.
Look, you know how much I love Joe Burrow. He's probably my favorite quarterback in football right now. Joe Burrow, whether it's on the team, on him, whatever, Joe Burrow needs to start staying on the fucking field.
I agree.
He's going to have a short-lived career who kind of like, man, what could he have been?
I agree. But
that's what his career is going to turn into.
Before this year, Tua was the same thing.
Yeah, look, Tua had his injury, absolutely. And his, I guess, also stemmed from college, right? He had a horrible injury.
He's been hurt since, every year. He has more of an injury.
I think he's great. Burrow. I think Tua's great. I'm sorry. I would take him over a lot of different quarterbacks in this league right now. Without a doubt.
I don't know, man. I don't think he's even top 10, if I'm being honest.
Oh, I think that's nuts. That's nuts.
I don't think so.
No, I'm not saying that he's Joe Burrow. I'm not even close to saying that. I'm just saying I'm basing, like I said at the beginning of the talk about, I'm basing it when you look at last season. Joe Burrow once again couldn't play. He's out hurt. Tua, he's had his injuries, but Tua was, up until the last 3-4 weeks of the season, a lot of people, not just me, were making the case that you could put Tua in the MVP conversation. He was that fucking good last year.
Yeah, but Dak was in the same conversation too, and you say Dak is horrible.
No, I said Dak can't win. I said they'll never win with him.
But neither can Tua.
All right, well, look, we can have this conversation all day long because whatever.
Is it not the truth though? Like, we're talking about it. Let's talk about it.
I am talking about it.
He has not won.
Talking about it. Look at the comments here. Uncle Mike, your mom, you, every single person here is a fucking Jet fan. So I'm never going to win this conversation with you guys because
it doesn't have a win or lose.
Because if he was having the same career right now, but he had the fucking green helmet on, you guys would be anointing a statue outside of fucking MetLife already. Because this happens all the time with you fucking Jet fans, okay?
No, it's just not right.
It happens all the time with the fucking Jet fans.
But you can't compare to the Jets. We know the Jets have a shitty history of quarterback. He would have been, what he did this year on the Jets, he would have been great until January when he can't win.
They probably would have lost, the Jets probably would have lost 2 fucking games all year if they had Tua.
Oh, they wouldn't. They probably would have lost 1 if they had CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I'll take Tua over Dak. Absolutely. Definitely take Tua over Dak. Would you take Tua over Dak?
I don't know. Dak had a better year last year. Did he not? Dak had a better year last year than Tua did. And they both didn't win shit.
Okay.
Take away Tyreek and he's not as good, man. Just put it like this. Obviously, Mahomes is on next level.
CeeDee Lamb. Is Dak as good?
Dak's been making the playoffs every year before CeeDee Lamb, dude. Tua hasn't won a single playoff game. It's not like he's playing like good and they lose, Mike. He's not playing good. He threw 1 touchdown against the Chiefs and like 120, 130 yards.
Okay.
He hasn't won a playoff game. How can he be top 5 in the league?
That's fine. That's fine. You can have your opinion. I have mine. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't think he's
a lot of guys. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'd put him at like 12.
No way.
I bet you I can name 10 guys better than him right now.
All right, that's good.
You want to go through it?
No, I don't want to go through it because it's a fucking opinionated based argument. So who gives a shit?
I think a lot of them, if you think about it, you'd actually agree with me.
Okay, go ahead. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. List.
Okay, we'll start
I'll
from
humor you. I'll humor you for a few minutes here. Let's hear this.
we'll start from the AFC East. You're taking Josh Allen and Rodgers over Tua.
Josh Allen, yes. Rodgers, you right on the cusp. Rodgers 40 fucking years old right now. I don't know if I'm taking him over Tua.
I would still think
40 years old, coming off an Achilles injury. I don't know if I'm taking Rodgers over Tua right now.
Okay, the Ravens. You're taking Lamar.
Probably taking Lamar.
Dude, the guy's got 2 MVPs, Mike.
I realize that, but you just made the same argument for the guy against Tua, right? Couldn't win a playoff game.
Lamar has 3 playoff wins.
Lamar was trash last year in the playoffs. They lost because of him.
Oh my god.
Anyway, go ahead.
Oh god. Okay, Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I'll take
3. Stroud. I'm taking Stroud over Tua.
I'm not taking Stroud over Tua.
Oh, that's
not after one good rookie season. I'm not. No,
that's
I love the kid. I love him.
He put up the same stats that he did last year.
Keep going.
Okay. Mahomes, you're taking. Herbert, taking. Then you have Dak, Jalen Hurts.
I'd be torn with Herbert too, to be honest with you.
Really?
I mean, is Herbert that much better than Tua? Come on.
I think he's way more talented.
You shit on Herbert all last season, man.
No, I think Herbert's the same thing. He can't win shit, but I think he's way more talented than fucking Tua
all right.
is.
Keep going.
Detroit, I'm taking Jared Goff over Tua right now.
Oh, that's a tough one, man.
I'm taking Jared Goff. So on the cusp. Green Bay, I think Jordan Love is right there. I don't think he's better than him after.
I'm not taking Jordan Love over Tua.
I wouldn't take him either. Okay.
No.
Minnesota, not there anymore, but Kirk Cousins. I'm taking Cousins over Tua.
That's an interesting one too, right? Because if we're going to go the playoff argument, Kirk Cousins hasn't won dick either in the playoffs. I mean, and he's had, his rosters haven't been great, but he's had the best wide receiver in fucking football.
His defense is always fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Like no matter
and like they have weeks where like, oh, maybe they figured it out, and then like the next week it's like, what the fuck happened to them, man?
Yep.
Kirk Cousins is a tough one. I think he's totally underrated. Kirk Cousins is probably the most underrated football player right now in the league.
He's arguably one of the most underrated ever. The guy
maybe ever.
He doesn't get respect. So
yeah. And in all fairness, you could put Goff almost in that category too, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I know Goff didn't have the greatest Super Bowl with the Rams and all when he got there, but he still got them there.
Pat, you're fucking nuts if you're taking Tua over Stafford, bro. There's no fucking chance.
No, I'm not taking him over Stafford. I'm not taking him over Stafford.
I'm not taking him over Stafford. I'm not taking him over Hurts, Herbert, Goff, or Kirk Cousins.
I think right now I would take him over Herbert. It'd be very torn on the Herbert thing. I'm taking him over Love. I'm taking him over Kyler. Trevor Lawrence. I'm definitely taking him over Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence
is like hasn't done shit right now.
Yeah, I mean the guys on that list I wouldn't take him over would be Hurts and probably Kirk Cousins. I'd probably take him over the rest of that list.
You're taking him over Stafford?
Oh, Stafford too. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Hurts, Stafford, and Kirk Cousins. Like I said, yeah. I mean, I like Kirk Cousins. I really like Kirk Cousins. So, Stafford, there's no way. Stafford's fucking awesome, man.
Stafford is top 5 in football every single year he's here, man.
Stafford is so fucking good.
Pat, like, you're nuts.
Talk about underrated, right? When you talk about underrated of all time. Stafford. No one ever brings up Matt Stafford.
Never, because he played in fucking bumblefuck Detroit.
I know. And what do he do when he's there, right? He only put up 5,000 yards every year.
Yeah.
30 or 40 fucking touchdowns.
Dude, Stafford's responsible for 3 of the best receiver seasons ever.
Yeah. Ever.
The 2, and then fucking...
I love my son.
Hurts sucks. Hurts don't suck. Mike, Josh Allen to the Giants would be pretty fucking nuts.
That would be crazy, right?
That would be fucking nuts.
All he does is get his ass touched by
Giants are probably a 13-win team with Josh Allen, if we're being honest.
Maybe. Who knows? Picture the dictionary under. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, it's true. Stafford is so fucking underrated. I feel like Kirk Cousins is kind of another Matthew Stafford, right? 100%. Like puts up 4,500 yards a year, 30 plus touchdowns. Bills have to blow it
Of
up.
course, Dable wants him. Who? There's fucking 29 teams in the league that want him.
Right, exactly. Oh, it's so true. Cousins isn't a winner.
No, he isn't. But
Look,
he's just-
that's the argument, right? I mean,
he's
that's the
been
argument. Yeah.
so consistent just every single year, man.
every year. And I think he's got a good shot to take Atlanta pretty fucking far this year.
No doubt. No doubt.
I'll say this. Look, if Atlanta keeps the same roster, they add some weapons during the draft, and then all of a sudden they go to the playoffs and Cousins shits the bed in the wild card, okay, his reputation is gonna get pretty fucking shit on.
Yeah, no doubt. That's just how it works.
No, did you hear my argument? You fucking schmuck.
Pat, that's like a no-brainer.
I said this year, I would consider not taking Rodgers over Tua because he's 40 fucking years old, coming off an Achilles tear.
I don't think it matters.
So if you want to make the argument, actually listen to what the fuck I said. Jesus fucking Christ.
Mike didn't actually get mad until Brian came in. I love it.
Because not only does he say something stupid, it's repetitive. Every week he says something fucking stupid. So, when is that? Oh, hold on. I think I have it around here. What the fuck happened to it? Hold on. Fucking wires. Hold on.
Guy's got a bunch of charges. He's nuts. To his ass. Absolute fucking ass.
Hold on. What are you saying now? Guy's healthy as a horse. Okay. Yeah. Well, so what are you, a fucking Jet fan now all of a sudden, Brian?
Yeah, love it.
Because I'm pretty sure you always rooted for New England Patriots, right? Okay. Yeah, so there it is. Hold on. Am I in front of the camera here?
Oh, yeah. That's fucking.
I'll put it on for you 1 week, Mike. I promise. I promise.
Gotta do it in the summer when it's not cold. Since it fits you like a fucking like skin.
Yeah, it's like a snake shedding my skin. Wear the shirt to the charity event. Angel in the house. What's happening, brother?
Oh, that's awesome.
Rodgers comeback gonna be epic. Rodgers, baby, we coming. Man, this is like repeat of last year at the same time. It's all I heard for months. We got Rodgers. We're gonna kick everyone's ass.
He got hurt.
4 plays and 7 wins later. Yeah. Okay.
He got hurt. What are you gonna do, man? Bengals were saying the same shit with Burrow when he got hurt. Can't help injury. It's not like he came out and sucked. If he came out and sucked, I'd have to eat crow, but he just got hurt.
Oh, hey, come on now. Let's not start talking about owners here, okay?
Hey,
owner's got a couple of trophies in that booth and a couple of rings, okay?
Our owner wants grass. Your owner's the one that's fucking off.
Yeah. That's about all he's worth is some fucking grass. Give me a break. Let's not talk about owners if we're a Jet fan, okay? That's about the worst thing you could possibly do.
Yeah, dude. You know what sucks, man? I actually kind of like. I know we ripped Daniel Jones on here, but I actually kind of feel bad for the guy. Like, no matter what he does this year, I feel like he's just fucked.
He kind of is. I mean, he would have to. The only way he doesn't get shit on is if he comes out and stays healthy and has a really good fucking year. He's got to put up 30 plus touchdowns and less than 10 picks and throw for 4,500 yards.
I can't.
It's as simple as that.
Realistically, can you see that happening? I just can't.
No, I don't see it happening.
I think they move on from
mainly because I don't see him staying healthy. That's the biggest issue with him.
I don't think he can, like, even in a full season. I just don't see him doing it, man.
I know.
I don't know. He went from showing a lot of flashes 2 years ago to last year when he came out. I don't know. He just looks scared.
Wait, we got more owner. We got more owner comments here from Michael Power. I got to read this one. Your owner's on a 10-year downslide, and Mara sucks. See, you know what's awesome though? You can say that my owner's on a downslide because he's actually won shit in this league. What has your owner done? What has your owner done? Not a goddamn thing. You haven't been in the fucking playoffs since 2010. Come on. If you're a Jet fan, you have nothing to say about any owner of any other franchise in the fucking league.
Yeah.
Okay? Come on. You guys gonna knock Mara. You guys fucking hate your own owner. That's all I listen to every week from you guys is, fucking Woody Johnson. Fucking Woody Johnson. Come on. Give me a break. Yeah, I got the little ones. The
Fucking A, Uncle Mike. We're coming, bitches.
not the actual peanut butter cups, but the ones you get like they're wrapped in the fucking. They were like for Valentine's Day. I forget what the hell they were, but man, those peanut butter cups, man, I could just eat. Oh,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not
Uncle Mike's got a good point. That is a pretty fucking. That's a hit on Mara right there. Had
Oh,
Eli
100%.
had Eli
100%, man.
benched. That's like a negative 200 right there on that motherfucker.
Yep, I.
But you know what?
not
At that point,
disagree.
Eli, he really wasn't playing good, but you just don't do it. Like you
You
just
don't do it, and you know
Like-
you certainly don't do it for Geno Smith.
Look how bad fucking Big Ben was towards the end. Tomlin would never have the balls to fucking bench him. Are you kidding? No
Mm.
way.
You know what? That wouldn't have went down if Coughlin was still coaching. No fucking way.
No, there's a good chance it don't happen.
There's no way Coughlin was allowing that to happen, man. My owner is waiting for free agency to start still.
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to bring it up with Steven on the show, but he's not here. I'm gonna touch it now. We mark this down, write it somewhere, because by this time next year, I guarantee it's a situation. Cowboys aren't going to make any moves that help them whatsoever. Their defense will keep them in games. They'll be relevant. Maybe touch the playoffs next year.
Right.
But after next season, Dak Prescott will be a free agent. McCarthy gets fired. And watch who they bring in. Write it down right now. I'm telling you, Shador and Deion Sanders will be in Dallas this time next year.
Oh, man.
Mark my words. It's going to happen. Deion is going to take the head job. He'll leave out on Colorado, and he's already saying they're going to have a choice on where he goes. They'll pull in Eli Manning. Watch the Cowboys trade up, and Deion Sanders and Shador will both go to the Cowboys.
That's an interesting fucking move, man.
telling
It's a risky move.
They didn't pick up. They didn't pick up fucking.
I totally agree with Steven.
They didn't. Yeah,
I wouldn't want anything to do with Deion coming to my fucking team, man.
You know what? It's not a typical Cowboys move because
I can see it. It's a Jerry Jones type of
It's
thing.
a Jerry Jones thing, man.
Yeah.
Look what
Yeah.
these players are coming out and saying, man. Dalton Schultz came out and said that you have fans paying to watch you in the weight room, man. This guy is you playing his players like a fucking circus.
I know.
It's like you're going to the zoo to watch your fucking team. I don't like that shit, man. And you could be as talented as anybody, and you have to deal with that shit you can't get comfortable. You can't get into
it's true.
Like if I had to work out every single day as a professional with someone watching me, it would feel like I'm playing a game every single day I come on the field.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be like that. You have to have
Fuck
alone
that.
time and get close with your teammates and have meetings without people watching and be in the weight room talking shit, blasting music. Like that's supposed to be time when you're getting really close and you building chemistry. Yeah, I'm with you, Uncle Mike. It's a circus.
Yeah, Brian said something smart. Dallas is kind of a circus, man.
It's a circus, man. They're always relevant. You'll never see the Cowboys just totally, have a 3-win season. That's just not going to happen.
No,
because they have so much. They do have a lot of talent.
Look,
but
we all agreed that even Steven, that McCarthy should not have even been back after the last season.
No.
That, he should have been gone. And if Dallas doesn't fucking win a Super Bowl, McCarthy's out. I mean,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it.
I'm telling you, their expectations are going to be here when they've done up to here to help out the team. They've done nothing to get better up front on the line. They've done nothing to help the defense DBs who left.
I know.
They haven't done anything. They didn't bring in a fucking running back. You don't even call Derrick Henry. Are you kidding me?
I know. It's so weird. The Cowboys haven't done shit.
Yeah, they really haven't done shit. I mean,
No, they haven't. I mean, it's been a long fucking time since the Cowboys. When was the last time they were in the Super Bowl? It was 95, right?
95, yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's a long time ago, man.
Yeah.
Fucking 30 years ago. Holy
It's crazy.
shit.
Throughout that whole period, there's only been like, I want to say 10 or like 12 teams that have even made it to the Super Bowl. Think about that. From 95, there's only been like 12 teams that have made it. Giants, Patriots, Chiefs, Bengals, Eagles,
Yeah.
Falcons,
Colts,
Bears, Colts,
Steelers.
Broncos,
Yeah.
and the Saints. That's 11 teams. I don't know who else has made it since then.
Rams. We said Rams.
Oh yeah, Rams.
They've been a few of them.
That's 12 right there. So maybe a little more, but like it's less than half the league that has even made it.
I know. It is kind of crazy, right?
Dude, from 2003 till about 4 years ago, it was nothing but Colts, Patriots, Steelers. Colts, Patriots, Steelers. That was it.
Yeah.
Out of the AFC. And then Denver when Peyton went there.
Right. Yeah. Throw
Every
Denver in the
year.
mix. Throw the Giants in the mix for a
For the
couple of them.
NFC, yeah.
Even Pittsburgh, right? So Pittsburgh won.
Yeah.
It's been a while now since Pittsburgh's been there.
Yeah, dude, they haven't
I
won.
mean, they still make the playoffs every fucking
They
year.
haven't won a playoff game since 2016.
Yeah.
Think about
I mean,
that.
it's
That's a
fucking-
long
It's 8
fucking
years
time.
ago, man.
That's
It's
a
8 years
long
ago.
time, man. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, the Falcons don't even count. Yeah, it's
Oh,
true. Falcons don't
what
even
a
fucking
shit
count,
show.
man.
What a shit show.
That was the worst fucking loss.
That might have been that. Seriously, aside, I don't even know. That might have been one of the craziest Super Bowls I've watched. I think
Oh, I think you can make the argument it's the worst loss in Super Bowl history,
it might be the worst loss ever. Like,
or maybe just the worst loss.
you were up 28-3 with like 6 minutes left in the third quarter,
Yeah,
and you lost 31-28. You couldn't get a field goal.
yeah. The only other loss that I can remember that was that bad, and I was young. I was probably like 12, 13. Uncle Mike, you'll remember this game. It was it? I think it was still the Houston Oilers at the time, and they were playing. Was it Buffalo? Oilers, Buffalo? It was the playoffs, but it wasn't the Super Bowl. Obviously, they're both AFC.
Yeah,
And I think Houston, I'm trying to think of how this went now. I think Houston had they were up 35-3 and in the second half, and Buffalo came back and won the game.
Jesus,
I might have it. Maybe Houston came back and won. I don't remember.
that's
But it was
fucking nuts.
it was crazy.
Yeah,
It was a
that's-
crazy
That's
comeback.
pathetic. Everyone should immediately be fired. I don't care who you are. The
Yeah,
second you should be fired. That's it.
It was nuts, man. The game was wild. I think it was like the Jim Kelly era, all that, Thurman Thomas. Yeah, it was Buffalo. It was Buffalo.
Yeah.
They were down 35-3, and they came back and won the goddamn game,
That's
man. It was
fucking insane, man. That is insane. You should
or
be
31-3, something.
You
like
should
that.
all
It
be
was,
castrated and fucking fired.
there was the other one years ago. Hold on. It was the Giants lost one to San Fran. They were up at halftime. They were up 27-3, or
Jesus.
it was during I think Kerry Collins, Jeremy Shockey,
Damn.
that whole thing. And I mean, at halftime we were like, oh man, like the Giants got this. And it was, I think it was the divisional round or something. We're like, holy shit, the Giants are going to go to the championship again. Nope. San Fran came out in the second half, and I think Jeff Garcia was the quarterback of the Niners at the time.
Fucking Garcia, man.
Yeah, they came back and smacked the Giants all over the fucking field, man. I think it was the last year that Jim Fossil coached before they brought in Coughlin, somewhere around there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, epic losses, man. Epic.
Absolute epic losses.
Okay. What else you want to yell about?
I want to talk a little bit more about Hassan Reddick because Uncle Mike wasn't here when we started with it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Me and Uncle Mike were both fucking pretty distraught when we lost Huff, man. But I think this is a guy that's been consistently good. I mean, I love Huff. I love everything he play. I'm so pissed off that especially he went to the fucking Eagles, a team that is already loaded, man. It just sucks to see him go. But bringing in Reddick, I think Reddick is better against the run. He's had the same opportunities to go get a quarterback, and he had 11 and a half sacks this year, 17 and a half last year. The guy's he's an animal. So I'm really happy with this pick, man. I really do. I think the Jets defense, dude, is fucking loaded, man. We have all pro players at every single level of the defense now.
Yeah.
Every single level. It's absolutely nuts, man. The defense, I'm not worried about. It's just I don't know what's going to happen with the offense. We've made the right moves to fix our issues. We're going from Zach Wilson and Trevor Siemian from week 2 on to Aaron Rodgers and Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah,
I'm very happy with that. Our offensive line got a complete overhaul. We brought in a wide receiver that can help Garrett Wilson now. We don't need Lazard to be our number 2. I think there's still a good chance that Corey Davis might come back. Plus, we've done all these moves, and we're still 3 weeks away from the draft.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
and they have a top 10 draft pick.
And they have a top 10 fucking pick, man. I really like where we sit. As long as it's not a defensive player at 10, I really don't see any move that the Jets make there being the wrong one.
It should not be a defensive pick.
Yeah, that's it. I think Hassan Reddick solidified that it won't be because
probably. Yeah,
that.
It should be O-line. I think the Jets got to go O-line, man.
I agree. I think the only way they don't go O-line is if the top 3 O-line get drafted. I think we'll end up with one of the top 3 receivers if that's the case, because based on what the quarterbacks are going.
Oh yeah,
there's going to be 4
how the other picks will go.
Yeah,
If those guys are if one of those guys is gonna be there, that means someone else, another position went
That's
prior
it.
to that. So
that's it. If
I
four,
think Alt will be gone. I think he's gonna be gone.
I think we'll have our opportunity to pick one of the three best offensive linemen or three best receiver. One of the three of those groups will be there no matter what. I don't think there's a possibility where they don't fall that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're right.
four quarterbacks are going in the top 10. It's going to happen.
Oh, it's a guarantee.
Four
It's a
quarterbacks
guarantee.
are gone.
That's whether the Giants take one or not. Four
Yeah.
quarterbacks are going.
That's it. If the Giants take
top
one,
10.
there might be five.
There could be five in the top 10. Yeah.
Okay, so four quarterbacks go. Say all three offensive linemen go. That means two of the top 10 receivers will go. Two of the top three, and then one will be sitting there at 10. Vice versa. If all three receivers go, one of the top three linemen are going to be there. So, like, we're going to have our
all right, so we got to do this. Maybe we'll save it for next week. I don't know. But out of the top five, the big name QBs, right? We all know who they are. Which one of them is going to be the epic bust that nobody expects? Who's going to be the Josh Rosen? Who's going to be the I mean, you've seen those clips, right, of when the Bills drafted Josh Allen, how pissed the fans were at the draft because they wanted Josh Rosen.
Yeah.
Which guy?
I don't know if any of them are going to be that bad.
Well,
like,
maybe not that bad.
Because that was like historic bad, how shitty he was. I also
Yeah.
feel like he got kind of fucked over. He didn't really get an opportunity.
He never really got the Arizona team that had one win the year before.
He went on a team that had one win, and he wasn't even that horrible. And then they drafted fucking Kyler Murray the next year.
The next year they drafted Kyler Murray, and
I'm
like
with Uncle Mike.
they barely even tried to explore a trade for Rosen. They were just like, "Yeah, get out of here, get the fuck
Dude,
out of here!"
they traded him for like a 5th round pick.
Like nothing.
It was nuts. So, I mean, if I had to pick, so who are the top 5 right now? Caleb, Jalen Daniels, May, McCarthy, and Penix are right now the top 5.
Yeah,
dude, I don't know. I don't think I could pick one. I don't know who was going to be. I mean, if I
I'm
had
gonna
to,
do the long shot one. Caleb Williams.
yeah,
Caleb Williams is going to be the guy. I'll put it this way. I don't think he's going to be the best quarterback out of this draft.
I don't think
These
he's going to be the
guys.
best.
He will not be the best one.
I don't think he'll be the best. I don't think he'll be the worst. I think if any of them have the chance to be the worst, I'm going to say May, honestly. I think a lot of what he does depends on where he goes. Like if he goes to New England,
System guy.
New England isn't what it was. You don't come there and
No, you
you
don't
can
have
figure
Bill
it
there
out.
anymore either, man.
Like I don't know if they'll figure that out. Like I don't know if Drake May and fucking Gerard Mayo will really clash well. Honestly, I don't think he's.
Yeah,
I don't think he's a good fit there. I mean, I think if he goes to New England, I think he'd fail really bad. I really do. I think he could be the worst. I think McCarthy, if he the teams that I'm seeing that are going to look to trade up for him. Williams will be underwhelming and look small. You know what it is? Williams, they compare him to Mahomes. And this is what I don't like because
It's a hell of a comparison.
we talk about Mahomes and how talented he is, but they're comparing him to Mahomes based off the off-platform throws. Like the rolling out across body, he'll throw the sidearm.
The shit that no one else in the league does.
You know what it is? And that's the backyard football plays. But that can only work so much, and you have to be with the right coach, the right team around you, the right play caller for that to work. And that's why it works for Mahomes. He's with Andy Reid, playing with the team he has with him, like playing with fucking Kelsey, playing with Tyreek Hill to start his career. You develop into that player. You can make shit work where you don't have to do that all the time. But when you do, it's on ESPN. I think Caleb Williams' game is
and that's one of the differences about Mahomes, that he can do that all the time.
Yeah,
like, do it all the time.
it's just like it's more of him being just such a freak football player than an actual quarterback.
Incredible.
He'll throw it lefty because he has to. Like back in the day, Troy Aikman, guys like Jeff Garcia, Young, like they were athletes. They would move and they could run and that shit. But they weren't trying to sidearm you. They were sitting in the pocket and fucking killing you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and getting killed.
Yeah, exactly. They actually got hit back then. If the league was like it was in the 90s now, half these guys would not be able to do this shit. I think Caleb Williams wouldn't even get drafted right now if the league was like it was, man. Because you can't do that shit. Mahomes and these guys wouldn't get away with the sidearm throw and rolling around the pocket for fucking 3 minutes until someone's open. A lot of the NFL now is ad lib play. Like quarterback as a whole is not even close to what it used to be, man. Look what it was in the early 2000s. You had Breeze, both Mannings, Brady, Rodgers, Favre, Big Ben, Phillip Rivers. I mean, those are all guys that played the same style of football. They'd sit in the pocket and abuse you. They didn't have to roll around. Now I feel like these guys coming out now, they have to play that way. They don't know how to play football without having to, run around, wait for that ad lib play. A lot of Caleb Williams highlights are him rolling out, the play breaks down. And granted, he makes the throws. He makes them once he's out of the pocket, but that can't be your game. It's just football's changed.
That a lot of that works in college. Doesn't mean it's going to work in the pros, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Williams is the guy that the quote unquote, all the hype and just doesn't cut the mustard.
I think he'll be the most underwhelming to start, at least, because he's guaranteed to start right away.
Oh, because he's going first.
He's going first.
Who's got the second pick?
Commanders.
They're already on the clock.
Yeah.
Like Chicago's done. They already picked Williams. He's got his jersey, for Christ's sake, already.
In a way, I feel like Chicago overplayed their hand a little bit. They should have. I would have kept Fields until the last minute and let everyone not know what you're doing.
Yeah, I would have done the same fucking thing, man.
Because that changes a lot of the draft shit. Now people can work out what they're going to do. Washington knows who's going. They know who they're going to get. Like, if they didn't, they could have traded Fields on draft night for a better fucking pick than what these guys did.
Zach Wilson made those throws.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
This is what I mean by it. Like, these guys come out with so much talent, and I feel like I don't blame the players because it's what they come into the college with. I honestly blame college coaches, man. I don't think these kids are being taught the right thing. They're not being taught.
You know why? Because I feel, and wow, Pittsburgh's up 3-0 on Washington right now. That's a huge game. That's a huge game for the wild card.
For the wild card, yeah.
So I think a lot of the college football coaches, right? I mean, they're getting paid so much money, these guys nowadays.
Yeah.
And if they win, they get paid even more money.
Yeah.
So I think a college football coach is, let me do what works for this guy right now and win.
That's it.
Development comes second.
They don't develop these guys.
There's no development anymore. You'll develop in your first 5 years in the fucking NFL.
And then when you're shitty the first two and you get moved like Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones, these guys, everyone in the NFL is like, oh, well, you suck. You can't adapt. Well, it's like they're not put in a position to become what they should be.
No. Because the program, the university, they want them to win. They don't give a shit what this kid's going to do in the pros. They want their championship. They want to be in that big game. No, that's what they want.
It never used to be like that, man.
No. I mean,
you came out, they would scout you, watch your film, see how you played. If you fit the college system that they had, then you're coming there. They're not paying you $10 million to come from fucking Florida just to get an NIL bag and come to our school because you're going to bring in money. That never happened.
What Stroud did last year, he's like the anomaly. That doesn't happen anymore.
No,
that these guys just come in week one and start, and all of a sudden they're blowing the fucking stats out of the water. They're winning fucking games. A lot of these guys, and I kind of agree with it too, where they don't come in and start. I'm kind of more of let this guy sit a little bit.
That's how you should sit at least 1 year.
I love that mentality. Sit for the 1 year, or that's the plan anyway. If week 8, week 9, your starter gets hurt, okay, you sat for half the season.
Exactly.
Get in there, kid. Give it a shot. But I like to have someone there that's going to at least be in front of, again, if the Giants draft McCarthy, everyone can hate on Jones all they want. I have no problem with McCarthy learning some shit behind Daniel Jones for a year. I have no problem with that.
And it's not even so much Daniel Jones, it's who they have coaching. Imagine if all of these teams would have, like, a guy like Belichick or Dable or fucking Kevin O'Connell, Sean Payton throughout his years, like these offensive, Sean McVay, Andy Reid.
McVay,
if you get a guy that can learn for a year, just a year of what your philosophy is as a football coach and what your offense is going to be, these players would be so much better off. If you come out and you suck after 2 years on the bench with one of these guys, that's on you.
Absolutely.
If you come out your first year, week 1, and you suck for the first 10 weeks, and now you're the rookie getting benched or you're hurt, I feel like you just can't shit on these kids because it's not like you're coming out. Like, look at Bryce Young. He came out. He's 21. He's already undersized. He already has football against him.
He wasn't NFL ready.
He's not. The kid is not NFL. He wasn't. And that's after playing with Saban.
I know. Play with Nick Saban.
You have to learn the philosophy of what you're coming into. And not to mention, he came into a team that's been through 5 coaches in 6 years, man.
I know. It's true.
And everyone's so quick to shit. Like, all of these guys have talent, man. The league is just not set up like it used to be.
I don't think Stroud's going to be anything big anyway for his whole career. I'm sorry. Young.
No, but I think he's a guy who can at least get by and play in the league, though. I don't think he's a guy that's going to suck for 3 years and get pushed out. He has the like capability of being a really good quarterback if they play right. Like there's so many. How many of these teams that you see, and Jets being one of them, that they just constantly fuck over and digress with these quarterbacks because they just don't build the right way.
Yeah,
how many teams that do it constantly? The Panthers.
Ask my uncle.
Yeah, exactly.
Ask your dad, ask your mom. They've been watching it longer than we have, man.
It's more than just it's more than even just the Jets. Look at the Bears. The Bears made a Super Bowl with fucking nobody playing quarterback.
Nobody,
man.
I know.
Like there's always those teams that just they don't.
Yeah, who was their quarterback that year?
Was it
Grossman? Rex Grossman?
Grossman. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just I don't understand
Stroud was the exception to the rule. That's the perfect way to put it right there.
Like we're sitting here talking about it. It's easy for the eye to see. I don't understand. Like everyone likes to go, oh, the NFL is so good. It's so talented right now. If it's so good and talented, why are quarterbacks being drafted in the top 5 every year? Because the guys they had before were not fucking good.
They're just not good enough.
It's not good enough. I can't stand the argument that, oh, NFL is so much better now with talent-wise than it ever was. Yeah, because you have guys playing backyard football. That doesn't make you a good fucking quarterback. That makes you a good football player.
Yeah.
I feel like talent, okay, maybe these guys have talent. They're faster. Maybe some are stronger. If you compare the talent of the 90s and early 2000s to now, you are nuts. There's no fucking chance. Every guy was willing to die on the field. Now you have guys coming out when their fucking tooth is loose.
Yes, I mean, look, certain guys are like that still, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can never do it as a whole because there'll always be guys that stand out no matter what.
Mahomes is an exception to the rule.
Yeah, I think Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, like those guys are old school guys.
Those guys are fucking.
Burrow don't want to be off the field. He gets hurt. He's fucking pissed off.
Yeah, and he tries to stay in until he physically can't.
Can't do it, man. Look at Allen.
Yeah.
Allen hasn't missed a game in his career.
I know.
Like, and the guy runs it more than almost any quarterback in the league. Like, that's hard to do.
Who's tougher than Matt Stafford, man?
He destroyed his shoulder, came in, threw a touchdown, and went back on the field.
I mean, that guy is taking beatings like I've never fucking seen, man.
Yeah, it's so true, man. I don't know. I love football. I really do. I love watching it.
Of course we do.
I love a lot of the players, especially, of course, Jets. But I don't know. I just don't think this football is as good as it, football's on top as it, bigger than it's ever been. Yeah, because of social media, money, and
social media's got a lot to do with it, man.
Social media and money have kept this sport relevant. If there was no social media, no college players getting money, I have a feeling football would be on a really bad downslide.
Social media also is in a way has really hurt it too. I think
it's hurt it bad, man.
Yeah, because you have owners and GMs and coaches, and they can say what they want. Oh, I don't look at that stuff. I don't look at that stuff.
They do
bullshit.
They
when
do.
Fans are on fucking Twitter or X, whatever the hell it's called now, going wild all week because they hate the quarterback or whatever. They're looking at that. And that is definitely having an impact on the decision.
100%,
without a doubt.
100%. And I feel like that's fucking up football. That would never happen. Look at if when Peyton Manning sucked his first 2 years, what happens if the Colts go in year 3? They're looking at social media nowadays. Oh, fuck, we got to move on. We got to draft another guy.
We drafted a bust. We messed up.
If social media was around in 1998. Peyton Manning is not a Hall of Fame quarterback. I would bet my life on it, dude.
100%.
It's I don't know. Social media.
Yeah, I'm all for that award. It should be an award, the Matt Stafford beating award.
One of the toughest ever, man. One of the toughest ever.
Dude, think if there was, because there was still no social media really when Eli came into. Imagine if the Giants listened to the fans the first 3 years of his career. Or 2 years, whatever it was.
He wouldn't have been anything. But this is what I'm saying, man.
Next year he won a Super Bowl.
This is what's happening now. A lot of these kids, like, they won't get a fair shot because there's no more development. Guys don't get a 3-year window. They get a 1.5 year. And when your team's not winning and the owner's money is at stake because now they can see like back in the day, of course, like you have Cowboys fans. If the Cowboys sucked, and fans stop coming, Jerry Jones sees it's like, all right, we got to make some changes. His money's, he's losing his pockets hurting. It's every day that you can see my sales are going down. Jersey sales aren't high. Fans aren't coming to the game. Boom, we got to make a change. And it's going to be something over the top, and it never fucking solves the problem. It's a revolving door, man. It's a revolving fucking door.
That's why no No team. It's very rare that a coach lasts for more than fucking 2 years nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't win the Super Bowl in 2 years? Out. Fire him.
You don't give a guy a chance to establish a culture, man.
Yeah, they
Not
can't even build
everyone's
their
gonna-
own teams or
Yeah.
anything, man.
That's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
look, some guys just suck. Okay, we get it. We get it.
Of course. This isn't
Unless you're Zach
everyone.
Wilson, you get 3 years to royally stink.
Well, no, Uncle Mike, he got 2. He only got put in because of an injury. They tried to replace the motherfucker after 2.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, like him, I don't care social media, not social media. He just sucks.
He just wasn't good, man. And
Yeah,
again,
he just-
and I think social media plays into that a lot too, because these guys see shit now. You didn't have Peyton wasn't seeing people bitch saying he sucked. He was just getting back in the gym, back on the practice field, trying to get better because he knew he sucked.
Yeah.
Imagine every fucking day you have to look at your phone and you're seeing every tweet is this guy sucks. We should kill his family. He's a piece of shit. Like that shit. I don't care who you
And
are. That takes a
shit
toll
really
on you.
happens too.
That takes a toll on you, man. It really does. It's social
People's
media.
families getting death threats over sports and shit is just
Dude, it's
mind
nuts.
blowing, man.
And
It's
what
fucking mind-blowing.
I mean, we're a little over an hour, but we'll finish up with this, man.
Yeah.
What's made sports even harder to play as an athlete with everything going on is betting.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you're the last leg of a parlay, you have people messaging you, you're a no good fucking racist, all these racist terms, all these crazy shit. Like, you can't go a day with just being a normal, like, an athlete. You just can't do
No.
it anymore.
The betting shit has completely taken over sports, like completely taken it over. You can't watch a hockey game without every single commercial break. There's a message about FanDuel. There's
Everything.
a message about what are some of the other ones?
DraftKings, fucking
DraftKings,
Prize
all this
Picks.
I mean,
everything.
it is nauseating. It's fucking nauseating, man. Oh my god. Oh my god.
They
terrible.
jam it down your throat, but players can't bet. When they do bet, they get suspended for from games longer than fucking like real scumbags get.
Yeah. And then
suspended.
you look at the fucking the way games are reffed and the way games are looked at. I mean, football we say it every week. There was a hockey game, an NHL game about 2 weeks ago where they reviewed an offsides after a goal was scored. They showed the replay. It wasn't offsides.
Yeah.
They reviewed it, came back and said no goal. I'm watching it clear as fucking day. Like, it makes you wonder, man. I'm not saying every ref is betting on football. I'm not saying that. Matter of fact, there's probably a 1% that might be. Realistically, 1 fucking %.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it's not going on. You know, like
Yeah.
it just makes you think, man.
Right.
It's
How fucking boosted fantasy is, a guy, a touchdown shouldn't count, but this receiver and quarterback, I got this duo.
yeah.
I need those
Yeah.
points. It's
It's
really
crazy.
There's nothing worse than the NFL, man. Every game, there's just these calls that it's like you're looking at it from home, and I can see it's not a
Yep.
flag, or it is a flag, and they're not calling it.
I still think the biggest problem with the NFL is that there's just too many fucking rules.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's just too many
We're
rules.
trying to make a
man.
fucking not safe sport.
You can review this, but you can't review that. You can throw a flag on this, but that one you can't talk. I mean, what the fuck? Or the one that kills me that really needs to go away is the pass interference calls at the spot of the foul.
Oh,
If
dude.
I'm a team, especially if I'm a team that's struggling with no chance of really fucking doing anything, making any noise, every single third down, I am sending a receiver on a fucking fly pattern.
Yeah.
And I'm chucking it up
100%.
every time. If
Why
I'm by the
wouldn't you?
50-yard line, I'm throwing it towards the end zone. I'm chucking it up. Get it close to the guy. There's a fucking 75% chance you're getting a first and goal because if the defender breathes on him, there's going to be a flag thrown.
Absolutely.
I mean, just give it a shot. Fuck it. If I'm 0-6, I'm doing that every fucking week.
It's bad, dude. And the roughing the passer, I mean, dude, I can't fucking take it, man.
Now with this new rule too, with the fucking hip drop tackling, I mean,
It's gonna be nauseating. It's not football anymore. They're transitioning it to flag. How are you supposed to hit the quarterback? I don't get it. And it's such a fucking biased rule too, because they don't let everyone have that same rule. There's guys that they're just like, don't really matter. This team sucks. Like last year, dude, Bryce Young is 6 foot, 200 pounds towards the end of the season. I saw games where a D end hit him face up like this and took this kid out of his shoes, and they don't call a flag. But if you fucking pull Burrow or Mahomes' arm down, They're fucking 15 first down. That's it. Drive
yeah.
extended.
Oh, yeah.
Game changes. I don't understand it. This league, it's such a joke, man.
It's been going on for years, man.
As much as I love the football, every year it's just getting worse. It's just getting fucking worse.
It makes it harder and harder to watch. And I never thought I would say this, but I really started saying it last season. There's too much football. There's too much fucking football.
Oh, they make it every game, every week,
Sunday,
every day.
You got games starting at 9 a.m. Then you got the 1 o'clocks. Then you got the 4 o'clocks. Then you get the night game. Then we got Monday night, which now usually there's 2 Monday night games. Then you have games on fucking Thursday night. Now they're adding next week. This season come out. Now they're saying, well, there's going to be a game on Christmas Day, even though it's a fucking Tuesday. I mean, I love football, man.
Opening week, there's Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday.
It's insane. It's
But
too
you
much.
know what? As much
They're
as we say that,
overplaying their hand, okay?
as much as we say that, we're all gonna fucking watch the games, and that's why they get away with it.
Yeah, that I agree with Uncle Mike. The first game that needs to go, get rid of the Sunday night football game.
I agree.
Especially if you're going to continue to have these ones in Mexico and Germany where they're on at 9 a.m. You're watching football for fucking 15 hours on a Sunday.
Yeah, just put more games at fucking 1 o'clock and then only have 3 games every week at 4.
I mean, sometimes you turn on, it's like, all right, the 4 o'clock games are on. It's like, what the fuck? There's 2 games on? Where are the other games? Well, it's because there's 1 Thursday, there's 2 on Monday night, and there was 2 at fucking 9:30 in the morning on Sunday. Yeah. It's insanity, man.
If I had to pick, I'm with that one, Steven. I would get rid of Thursday before anything else. Thursday games always fucking suck. And they're on Amazon.
The only reason I would ditch the Sunday game, though, is because you just watched football all day.
Yeah.
All day. You know what? So now at 7 o'clock, you had some dinner. The games are over. Maybe on a Sunday night, I'll watch a fucking show. I'll watch Bar Rescue. I'll watch fucking porn. Okay? Just take the fucking... Yeah, enough. I've watched football for 12 goddamn hours already, man. Like, it's nuts. It's fucking nuts, man. Oh, the Amazon. Oh, my God. That is the one reason. Look, I'll keep the Thursday game, but it's got to go back to regular TV. It's got to go back to enough with the Amazon bullshit. Yeah. Look, Mike, we say it every week. I think Sunday night should go. And, yeah, fuck it. And the Amazon thing is the dumbest fucking thing the NFL's ever done.
It's all money, dude. This is the problem with the sport now. It's all money based.
Yeah.
Everything now. They have games on Amazon. They have games on fucking Apple. Dude, 2. Yeah. They said 2 playoff games next year. One's going to be Amazon. One is going to be on Apple TV.
Bill's taking the division now. Finally got that bum at it.
No,
hey, what's up, the boy?
The boy, fuck the Bills. Fuck the Packers.
You just caught us as we're about to sign off, man.
Oh, you said just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not fuck the Packers. I was just kidding.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Peacock. Fucking Peacock, too. Oh my God.
First off, the picture quality was horrible. The audio was fucking terrible.
It was really bad.
And everyone was anticipating that game so much, and they have to put it on Peacock. You got to be fucking kidding me. I can't take it. I really want to. I'd like to. I wish I didn't love football so much. Let's put it that way, because I would fucking stop watching it tomorrow.
Dude, you're telling the wrong fucker, man. I wish I hated this shit. I just can't. There's nothing I can do that will make me hate this sport.
I know. Well, it got close last year.
Oh, it definitely got close last year. Fucking. I mean, dude, 4 plays in. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Look, for me, I knew by week 4 the fucking season was over. So I just watched everything else, and we know what killed it for me later in the year.
I'm speechless, man.
The Travis Kelce bullshit that went on.
That was pretty bad.
That was such a bad look. It was such a bad look. Oh my God. And I don't want to hear, so many dads sat down with their kid and got them to watch the game. Fuck you. Go play with your kids. Give me a break. I don't want to hear it.
Taylor Swift is the reason you're getting into football. You shouldn't be watching football.
Exactly. We don't want your viewership.
No,
okay?
We don't care. Oh, yes. I don't care if they show her for 3 fucking seconds a week. It's nauseating. Get that fuck out of here, man.
I can't stand her. I can't stand Kelce. I fucking hate them both. All right, that's it. The show's over.
Yeah, I'm gonna get really fucking pissed off right now.
I'm gonna get really
Everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for your comments. Oh, this was a fun one.
awesome, man.
So
We'll be back next week, man. We got next week. We'll do. I think next week, what you guys want to start doing? Some more draft talk, maybe.
yeah, and we might have Artie might be on as a guest.
Okay, yeah.
Artie
Cool.
Verdi to talk more about the event coming up next Sunday. Again,
Yes.
please, if you can, if you have a couple of bucks to spare, Home Run Hounds, go there and donate for Therese and her organization. They're doing great things, and follow them on Facebook, and you'll see some really cool, uplifting stories, man. They're incredible. So, again, next week, Levittown Lanes, 2:00. We will be there. Plenty of raffles, giveaways, and a lot of proceeds going to a great organization.
And like Steven said too, WrestleMania weekend for anyone interested should be fucking nuts. The Rock.
That's this weekend?
Rock and Roman are going to be there both nights, dude. It's going to be fucking incredible.
Yeah, I'm hearing Rock's going to like turn on Roman or something like that. It's going to get ugly.
That would be nuts. After all they've done to put them together, if he turned
I
on Roman now,
I
it'd be nuts. Oh
Yeah.
my god. So
But
we'll see, man.
yeah,
Should-
WrestleMania weekend
should be-
too, man. So
should be
that's
awesome.
coming up this Sunday. Isn't it a 2-night event now?
Saturday and Sunday. Yep.
Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, look at another thing. Fucking extend it more.
Extended. Yeah, man, because they just keep making fucking money.
That's it.
Oh boy. Well, the only thing that sucked about tonight is we didn't get a Nora sighting, but I'm sure
Yeah.
we'll see her next week.
Absolutely.
So Nora, good night.
Yeah,
And,
everyone else, thank you for watching. We'll catch you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks a lot, man.
Peace.
Later.